Hello students, previously we have already discussed here the two use or advantage of the dimensional analysis. Number one, conversion of one system into the another. I have already discussed. And check the correctness of the given physical relation. It is also discussed. So next, the advantage of that is to drive the relationship between the various physical quantities. So it is the important part. So in this derivation, when we drive the relation between the various physical quantities, so first of all, we know about the principle of homogeneity. According to the principle of homogeneity, the dimensions of the physical quantity in the left side and dimension of the physical quantity in the right side, if these are equal to each other, then the particular physical relation is dimensionally correct. So by using that principle of homogeneity, we can drive the relation between the given physical quantities. So generally this next advantage can be discussed by taking one example. For example, I am taking a very simple example first of all. The simple example is, suppose we want to drive a relation for the centripetal force. So to drive the relation for centripetal force for a centripetal force for a body of mass m moving with velocity v in a circular radius r, and this central force is suppose denoted by F. So F is related to these three quantities m, v and r, means mass of the particle, velocity of the particle and radius of the particle, but we don't know what is the formula for the centripetal force for these particular physical quantities. So we have to drive the relation. So we know the values only. So according to these value, we have to start here. So we know that F, that is centripetal force, it is directly proportional to mass of the body into velocity of the body and the radius of the circle in which the particle is moving. So we have to consider here the dimension. Let the dimension of the m, suppose A, dimension of B, V, that is B, and dimension of the R, C. So A, B, C, these are the dimensions of the m, V, R respectively. Then we have to write the dimension formula of the force F, m, V and R, and then we have to solve the relation. So first of all, write down the dimensional formula of centripetal force. So by taking the dimensional formula of F, M, V and R in the relation, in the equation 1, so we can write here force. So dimension formula of force is m l t minus 2. So equal that is similarly we have to write the value of m, v and l. So m l t proportional to m the dimension formula of m, mass, that is represented by capital M, and dimension is a, into v, velocity, that is lt minus 1 to the power b. Similarly r, radius, denoted by l, and l to the power c. So it is the first point. Then we have to write the dimension formula of the given physical quantity like this, and combine all these and remove that proportionality sign, write some constant. So suppose constant is k, so the value will be at k, any constant value having no any dimension, we can write like this: m l t minus 2, it is equal to m to the power a, l here, l to the power b, and here l to the power c. So when we multiply here, we will write l to the power b plus c into t, and t to the power minus 1 into power b, power to the power multiplied. So minus 1 into b minus b. So we will get the relation like this. Now compare the dimensions of the right hand side with the left hand side. So the power of the m is a. Here is power of the m, that is 1, because when the power is not written, so we will consider that is equal to 1. So the a dimension for m equal to 1. It is equation number 2. Similarly, L to the power b plus c. Here is L to the power 1. So power equal to power. So b plus c equal to 1. Again equation number 3rd. And the power of t, that is minus b. Here is power of t is equal to minus 2. It is minus 2. So the minus b equal to minus 2. It is equation number 4. Now from these equations, we have to find out the value of a, b, c. So from the second equation, the value of a is written directly, that is a equal to 1. So what is the value of b? So from the third equation, minus cancel by minus, therefore b equal to 2. And when we put the value of b in the equation number 2, so we will get the relation like this. So b means that is 2 plus c, c equal to 1. So therefore c equal to 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. So the answer of the c is minus 1. So put the values in the relation. So value of t, that is equal to minus b, and here is t equal to minus 2. So minus b equal to minus 2. This is the power of L. And then when I put the value of b in the equation, we can find out the value of c, that is equal to minus 1. So these are the dimensions of the ABC. Now put these dimensions in the equation number 1. So we have to write here from equation 1, f proportional to, when we remove the proportionality, we will write some constant k. So k will equal to m a to the power 1 means power 1. Then v to the power b, and b equal to 2. So that is 2. And that is r, and r to the power c here, c equal to minus 1. So we have to put here minus 1. So the formula will be equal to f equal to some constant k. M to the power 1 means m, v to the power 2 means v square, and r to the power means 1 upon r. So formula is f equal to k mv square upon r. If k equal to 1 here in SI system, so centripetal force F will be equal to mv square upon r. So this is the formula for the centripetal force when the particle of mass is moving with velocity v in a radius of circular r. So we know the only quantity, and if we know the quantity only, and if we know the dimension formula of the quantities, then we can establish a relation for the given physical quantity. So this is the new technique according to the dimensional analysis. But we in this technique, we don't know about the formula of the physical quantity, but if we know the quantities on which the particular quantities depend, that's just like centimeter force depend upon mass v, velocity and radius r. If we know such type of values, then by using these dimensions, we can drive a relation in between them and establish a formula for the centripetal force. Similarly, you have to do the many problems given in your book, and write the formula, dimension formula in the left hand side, in the right hand side of the given physical quantities, drive the relations and solve some equations, find out the value of ABC, then we can drive the relation for the given physical quantities. So you have to do, you can do many problems that is given in your book. Okay, thank you very much.